Are you a brick and mortar business owner that has put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating a storefront that lights you up and serves your clients really well, only to be frustrated that you're the best kept secret in town? If you're not hearing your new clients say, "I found you on Google," then you are in the right place. Welcome. My name is Melissa Rose. I'm a mom, a brick and mortar business owner, and your straight shooting visibility coach. I've cracked the SEO code to becoming the top choice on Google in my industry. And now I'm sharing the secrets on this podcast. Get ready for stories, fail-proof strategies, and practical tips to elevate your brick and mortar presence to the top choice on Google. Let's get real, because we're going to make your business the only option in town. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Brick and Mortar Visibility, where we talk all things SEO, Google Business Profile, marketing to make your business the only option in town. That is what my goal for all of you and me. Here we go. We are going to dive right into our PSA, which I say every week, is to bring over a social post to your Google Business Profile and update it. If you don't know what I mean by that, I want you to grab my free workshop. The link is in the bio here, but if you're listening and driving, go to brickandmortarvisibility.com and click the Hire Me tab, and under there, you'll find my free workshop. It is about 35 minutes long. The joke is, if you speed me up, I sound super smart, but it is a how-to to optimize your Google Business Profile so that you are getting the maximum results with your Google Business Profile. This is a foundational step in great SEO, and so many business owners do not take advantage of it, especially my brick and mortars, but don't miss out, my online business owners. You think you can't do this, and you can, and you should, even my MLMs, all right? So everybody, make sure you are optimizing your Google Business Profile to set yourself up for great SEO. All right, now I want to talk about the time of year we're in. We are heading into the fourth quarter, everybody. This is a beautiful time of year. We have the beautiful fall weather. I went walking this morning. It was just not quite 50 degrees, so a little brisk, so I walked a little faster. And the colors are starting to change, and the sky is so blue, and this time of year is just getting right back into that routine, right? The school is in session, kids are off and running. We might be a little busier, we might not be, but it's this beautiful time of change. As a business owner, this is also a really awesome time for business. Many of us are going to experience our biggest quarter in sales and therefore profits. We are going to have the year come to an end, and we are going to have the best year yet. However, a lot of us, because it's a really busy season, maybe you're in retail and it's extremely busy, it might also be a season where things get pushed off to the side and forgotten about. And maybe you just don't want to be that this year. Maybe you want to say, no, we're going to have a great quarter and we're going to level up, but I need to maintain and or level up my systems, or add a team member, or continue the great SEO. How am I going to do that? And this is why I love a mastermind, because of the accountability it brings to you. I have my Level Up Mastermind. It meets on the third Tuesday of the month. It is open to anybody right now, so we still have spots available, and we talk for 90 minutes once a month on our business, creating strategy, asking questions, figuring out problems, finding solutions, finding out-of-the-box ways to do things, connecting with each other, using each other's network to level up our business. And if that sounds like something that you would like, please check out my mastermind. Again, brickandmortarvisibility.com, click the Work with Melissa, and right down there is my Level Up Mastermind. Of course, it's linked in the bio as well. And check it out. Again, it's the third Tuesday of the month over the noon hour, 90 minutes, you and me. And guess what? The price point is a no-brainer price point. It's a minimum commitment of 3 months, and then after that, it's month by month. But your initial investment is $297. Super doable to get accountability, out-of-the-box ideas, eyes on your business to help you level up to your next level. All right, on to today's content. This comes from a listener who asked me about SEO consulting, and he asked two really important questions, which you're going to be like, yeah, exactly. Number one, how long does this take? And number two, how do you know if it's working? So let's address question number one. How long does SEO take? This question is good because you want to know, like, how long does my investment need to be, right? You want an end result. I am going to use the metaphor of your retirement. When do you have enough retirement? When do you have enough money in your retirement? Do you have a number, or is it there's never enough? Like, you could always have more, right? For example, my daughter, college, she's like, Mom, I think I might pick up a shift this week. And I said, oh, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, but I just don't really want to, Mom. And I go, well, I know, but it's kind of, think about this. It's the beginning of the semester. You don't have a ton of homework yet. And your future self is going to thank you. Your future self is going to say, oh, gosh, thanks for picking up that shift. I really appreciate that extra $100 in my checkbook. I never met anybody who said, shoot, I have an extra 500, 5,000, 10,000 in my checking account. Shoot, I really wish I didn't do that. I really wish I didn't have that. I haven't met that person. So I think you should pick up that shift. The same goes for your SEO. I've never met a person who had excellent SEO that said, yeah, we're going to back off on that. We're going to stop. We're not going to do anything with SEO. Because once you get there, you want to stay there. So, how long does it take? It takes 3 to 6 months. I'm going to say you can have results in 3 to 6 months. However, it's a compound interest, just like your finances with retirement or just like picking up that extra shift at work for that college kiddo. You want to keep doing it so that you can maintain it and grow it because it just continues to grow. All right? So that's why I teach so that you can do it yourself. And more doesn't mean creating more SEO blog posts and everything doesn't necessarily mean you're going to rank higher faster. We want a consistent feed for Google to crawl, okay? But I know because I've done it for my clients, you can get results in 3 to 6 months. As a business owner, I'm not just a business owner, as I'm sure you are. Many of us have a lot of hats we're wearing. We might have some side hustles. We might have some kids. I don't know about you, but I was really naive as a young mama thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. It's going to get easier when they get bigger. Here's the deal. As many of you know that have been around the block a few times, that's not quite the case. As they get older, they get busier. I had a friend who used to say, bigger kids, bigger problems. So I am partnering with a company in the health and wellness space that promises a product to give me better sleep, get me lean, get me energized, get me focused, all the things. And I'm super excited because it's a very holistic product specializing in peptides. And for those of you that are interested and would like to know more, I do have a YouTube link here below to check it out and see what it's all about. This company is launching in October, and I'm super excited to be on the ground floor of it. If this is something that you're interested in, watch the video. And if you want to learn more, email me at melissa@thedancinghouse.com. So now we're going to talk about how do you know, Ms. Melissa Rose? How do you know that you are getting results for your clients? And this is where I track information. And you can do this too. So I'm going to give you the 3 different ways that I track. And they're basic. They're easy enough that you can do them too. However, it is good to keep track because what you focus on grows, right? Good, bad, and ugly. Keep that in mind. Don't focus on the negative. Focus on the good, and the good will grow. So we're going to look at our Google Business Profile because that is our foundation. So I want you every week updating your Google Business Profile. I want you every month getting new Google reviews. I want you yearly just checking in on your Google Business Profile to make sure all the bells and whistles are optimized properly and correctly, because things change. You may have a product on there that you don't offer anymore. All right, so just use that guide. So every week you're updating your Google Business Profile. Monthly you're getting Google reviews, and then yearly you are checking that you're optimized properly. And then I also monthly check my stats there. So this is what I do for clients, and it's just a very overarching view of your Google Business Profile, because what we're looking there is to see that people are finding you, that you're coming up, and that grows. So if I look at my Google Business Profile, I'm going to look at it and I'm going to see how many websites clicks I got this month. And then it will also tell me how many I got this month last year. And it will tell me if it goes up or down. And of course, we want to see that it goes up. And then we know it's working. So if it goes down or up, you can look at, okay, what are we doing? What have we done? What is the time of year that people are, especially if you're like a realtor or if you have a seasonal business, or like for me, I have tons of traffic to my website in August, September. Tons, because we're starting a season. Okay, so checking there, you can, there's a few boxes that I always check to see the growth there and the overarching growth. The next place I want you to look, and you can choose to do Google Analytics and or your website. So if you are fluent in your website platform, you can look behind the scenes to see the numbers on your website. Google Analytics is a very nice place to look, though, because it breaks it down and it's in real time. And I do enjoy that. I do like to see how many people visited in the past 24 hours. I love that. Kind of geeks out on that. I also like to see how much time they spent on each page, because that tells me if they're finding what they need. So with your Google Analytics, that's all hooked up with your Google Business Profile. You'll be able to see that, but make sure it's collecting data, all right? So there is a little bit of connection that needs to happen with Google Analytics to your website, your URL, so the back end of your website. So make sure that's done properly. I'm not going to get into that here. There are tutorials online, or you talk to your website person and make sure it's grabbing information. But this is a great place to look so that you can see. For example, I posted a blog post last night at like 8 p.m. I did put it out on social as well. And by 6 a.m. this morning, I had like 28 people already see the website. All right, not crazy big, but I live in a $20,000 person area. So, great. Okay. Got to see that. Okay. A few people checked it out already. That's great. But what was interesting for me is that I saw people looking at my staff page. So the past month, I've had significant traffic to my staff. Is that because people are looking for jobs, or is it because family members are checking out my staff to see what teachers are their students getting? So just interesting, and gives you cause to pause. So tracking that, if there's websites that aren't getting any traffic, do we need to even have them live? Is it worth it? Is it needed? And so taking a moment and finding that. So the reason for Google Analytics is you can see the duration, how long they're on that website or page on that website, and it's in real time. You can also do this within your software, like I said, within your platform of your website. So I can go in the back end of my website and see how many people landed on my landing pages and how many people converted on my landing pages. So that gives me a little bit more information. And therefore, then I can see money made and things like that. You can do that on your Google business, your Google Analytics, but I find it easier for me if I go into my software. So those are ways that you can do that. So going back to your SEO and your consultant that you hire, or if it's you, those are places that you can look to see if it's working. All right, I do want to talk about tracking it. So track it once a month. All right, you don't need to be in there every day, every week. Once a month is good because it just gives you an overview. And you want to see those numbers go up, obviously, right? So then you can prove to yourself, and or your SEO consultant can prove to you, yes, it is working. Technically, your SEO is working. Everything is going up. More people are seeing it. Now, the third question is how many people are coming through the door. Are you getting an uptick in clients? And that is where the rubber meets the road, because you might be more visible. Yes, you might get results there on black and white papers saying that, yes, more people are seeing your website. More people you're being shown to more people. You're coming up higher on Google. However, you're not seeing the traffic in your doors. So that might take a little bit longer. All right? It's not a switch. We know this as business. It's a marathon. So there's a few things. It takes people time. They're like, oh, I saw you. How many times have you seen a business or something and they've been in business for a while and you finally made your way there? I mean, just look at us. Look at our personal way we shop and the way we go things. Gosh, I've been meaning to check out the restaurant. And before you know it, the restaurant's there 2 years and you haven't walked in the doors yet. But you've heard about it. You've seen about it. People talked about it. You've even looked at the website for a date night and yet you haven't walked in the door. Okay? So see how that works. SEO, word of mouth, all the things, socials, but people take time. Another thing that will help people get through the doors is your opt-in. Is your opt-in good enough? Are you offering a coupon or a trial or something to get them in the door quicker? Okay? That is the marketing fun. Okay? You work on your SEO. And I'm a huge advocate of focusing on SEO, because when people are searching for you, they're ready to buy. But when you're up against 1 or 2 or 3 other options, if you have a coupon or a free trial or a gift with purchase, they might walk in your doors first. So that's where you have to look at that number 2. And that's what I talked to this person about when they asked those questions. How do you know it's working? How long does it take? And then the bonus question, how do we know how long before people come in the door? And that's the sticky point, because ultimately we want your business with more people coming in the door, right? Okay, I hope that's helpful. We want to always pay attention to what we're doing, because some things we're doing are not worth it. And some things we don't need to be doing. We can outsource it, but when we outsource it, we need to make sure it's working for us. All right, so those are the tools and tips there for making sure your SEO is working for you. All right, everybody, if you got anything out of this, or if you've been listening for a while, thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking some time to invest in you and your business. And if you'd be so kind, go ahead and leave an honest rating and review on your Apple iTunes app so that more people can find out about brick and mortar visibility, because I want your business to be the only option in town. I want people to think of you, refer you, talk about you when they need your products or service. All right, everybody, have a great week. We'll see you here, same time, same place next week. Peace. Bye-bye.